Hello guys and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 low cap gems that you really should consider buying if you haven't done so already. Now, these are projects that span across different narratives. First of all, we're going to be taking advantage of the Apple announcements for their AR and VR headsets and looking at some dope low cap metaverse projects. And then we're going to be looking at decentralized science narrative. These are projects that actually solve real world needs and contribute to scientific knowledge. I really believe they have long-term potential. And we're also going to be looking at decentralized storage, something I'm bullish on because everyone should be able to own and control their own data and information. And finally, one of my favorites, the freelancing cryptocurrency projects, because what we have in the Web3 space far outmatches what we have in the Web2 sector. So if you don't want to miss any of that, be sure to stick around and find out. And something to note, the month of May was actually quite difficult for Bitcoin. We had major dips and some slight recovery towards the end. However, my patrons were able to come out on top, making multiple exits on several buy alerts. If you don't want to miss that, if you want to be able to navigate every month in crypto, whether it goes up or down, and make the maximum gains even in the depths of the bear markets, what are you waiting for? Take your crypto journey to the next level. Consider joining my Patreon. Links down in the description below. So let's get started. Like I said, first of all, we're going to be taking advantage of the metaverse hype that comes with Apple's announcements on AR and VR. And the first project that is doing well in that niche is Over Reality. Now, this is a project that I'm picking particularly because it has an app on the iOS App Store, meaning once the Apple announcements comes out, once there's an integration of their AR and VR headsets, this would be one of the downloadable apps that you can actually use and get started with. Guys, this is a project that is sitting at a market cap of just $14 million, and the metaverse AR VR niche is estimated to be worth hundreds of billions of dollars. For this project to make 100x is simply sitting at a market cap of $1.4 billion, and is something that it can actually achieve. OVR is one of the better projects out there using augmented reality. In normal typical crypto fashion, it allows many users to connect on the metaverse using their avatars and NFTs. It's a place where creators and brands come together to populate the next generation of the internet. And one particular reason why I like it is they have strong activity, strong updates. The team is traveling, meeting new people and making new updates constantly. I think that's very good for the project. So on their Twitter, you can see many of such events that they are hosting. That's a good thing to see in a project. Now, the next one is one that I'm super bullish on. And if you think about it, OVR is sitting at a market cap of $14 million. This project Gamers is the next one, and it takes advantage of the metaverse hype in addition to adding several new narratives. It's got decentralized social media aspect to it, and it's a platform where gamers, game developers can come together, communicate, meet, interact with one another, as well as trade their NFTs from different blockchains. NFT interoperability on the marketplace is a big deal, and I'm super bullish on Gamers as a result of that. This is a project that has a lot of things going for it and is sitting at a market cap ridiculously low of just $574,000 and over 39% in circulation. Very good to see, especially for a low cap crypto project. To get to 100x, it would be sitting at just $50 million. Very easy for a project like this. So Gamers is one that I'm bullish on. I believe it will do well. Guys, this is a project that I've been researching and communicating about with my patron for several months now, and they were able to get in super early. So remember, if you want to make gains and get in on great projects, consider joining the Patreon, links in the description. Gamers is another one that I think has a lot going for it, and like I said, one of my best part about it is more than just a metaverse hype project. It's got this gaming aspect to it and decentralized social media. A social hub. Gamers brings social media to NFT gaming. You can post content, comments, share, create groups, and so much more. Share to earn, an aggregator marketplace, and many more. This is a project with a lot of long-term potential in my opinion. It's also solving several unique challenges in the crypto space. Take for example, if you're a gamer or you're a game developer and you're trying to get into the space, the Gamers platform presents a social interaction that makes it easy, that makes you find the great games, find the great projects and tools that you can use to get started. Lots of aspects to this project that I really like. It has an excellent idea and a low market cap, definitely a 100x gem that you should be paying very close attention to. And the last metaverse hype project in my video today is Hustle. Now Hustle is one that I've talked about several times on my channel, and it's more than just a music platform. And you would notice a theme with some of the projects I'm calling. Even though they fit well in one narrative, they have more than just that. They're able to fit into several narratives as a whole. Now the Hustle project is a music NFT platform with metaverse integration, and I think that's a big deal for the Hustle project. It's got the Hustleverse, where you can meet other avatars, attend concerts, shop, meet other creators and stuff like that. The more accurate statistics show on CoinGecko, it's sitting at a market cap just like gamers of just $550,000 and over 30% in circulation. This is another undervalued low cap gem that I believe has a lot of potential. And we're going to be moving on to the next narrative, and that's decentralized science. I'm a big fan of decentralized science because I really believe knowledge should be open source and it shouldn't sit behind biased paywalls. And the blockchain enhances this narrative, it enhances this niche. The first project in that is the Stable Dogs project. Now, why I like Stable Dogs project is because they have an already working product on Apple, on Android, as well as on system, their web browser. So this is not a project that is just all talk. It's a project that is actually being used today and is solving a real need. This is a project that helps connect doctors and patients very easily via the blockchain. In addition to helping people, this also provides an extra source of income for medical practitioners, and this is a project that I believe will be greatly adopted in developing and third world nations where medical access can be a bit difficult to come across. There are many reasons why I believe Stable Dogs will do well, and perhaps one of the most interesting reasons that I saw in their white paper is the fact that this is a project that is moving forward with regulatory compliance in mind. In the United States, in India, in Nigeria, and in Ghana, this is a project that has taken steps to become regulatory compliant. Stable Dogs is definitely a low cap gem that will do well, and if you look at the market cap, sitting at a market cap of less than $1,440,000 and over 50% in circulation, the real definition of a low cap gem. Strong fundamentals, good utility, low market cap, and good amount of tokens in circulation. Project that I believe can absolutely fly, especially in the coming bull run. Now the next one is another one that is chock full of utility that I'm super bullish on, and that's Genomes DAO. Genomes DAO allows you to power scientific research, especially when it comes to genomic sequencing, while giving you full control and access to your information. Not only does it give you full control of your own valuable and personal data, it also gives you the option to monetize from it. Genomes DAO is definitely undervalued. I believe this project has a lot of potential, especially if you consider the fact that there's a lot of malpractice going on in the Web2 space when it comes to handling genomic data. The project believes that you should own your own genome, the DNA blueprints of what makes you you. Genomes DAO is a private and secure DNA data bank that puts you back in control of your genome using AMD and blockchain technology. Very simple project, straightforward. I've made several videos about it, several dedicated videos about decentralized science. Be sure to check them out. Again, on CoinGecko, you'll see a more accurate reading of its statistics. This is a project sitting at $1.8 million in market cap and about 27% in circulation. This is also a project with an already working product, and get started using it and earning from it. Definitely one that should be on your radar. The next one is simple, straightforward, and not only does it operate within the decentralized science narrative, it's also a project that I believe can take advantage of the Apple's metaverse hype, and that's Cambria Cats. Now Cambria Cats is simple and straightforward. Like I said earlier, it's a project that helps you power scientific research, including Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality, and so on. Cambria tokens are necessary for the interaction on the ecosystem. You get rewarded with the tokens for providing solutions questions, and people want their questions answered will pay using the Cambria token. Sitting at a market cap of $6 million and 43% in circulation, another undervalued low cap gem. Now we're going to be moving on to the decentralized storage narrative, and perhaps one of my favorite projects within that niche is the Cross Network. Now this is the project that is built on the Polkadot ecosystem, so interoperability comes in mind, and not just interoperability within the blockchain. This is a project that has interoperability between Web 2 and Web 3 space. Very bullish on the project because people all around the world can appreciate the importance of decentralized storage, whether or not they're into crypto, and Cross Network does a good job of that. Cross Network is sitting at a market cap of just $8 million, and I think it can go much more higher. This is a project that can actually reach close to $1 billion, but let's just say $500 million. That's over 50x from this point. Not bad at all. I think this project can actually do that. And another decentralized storage project that is worth accumulating on dips that I believe should be in your low cap gem portfolio is Stratos. Why do I like Stratos? Well, because Stratos has a strong focus on scalability, which means Stratos can easily be adopted by a lot of institutions. Stratos is the next generation of decentralized data mesh that provides scalable, reliable, self-balanced storage database and computation network. Stratos is born for scaling blockchain process capacity while retaining decentralized benefits of a distributed protocol, including trustless, traceability, verifiability, privacy, and so on. This is a project that is simple, direct, straightforward, and can garner a lot of adoption from major institutions. This is something I'm bullish on, especially if you think of the fact that a mega million-dollar corporation like Facebook Meta is using decentralized storage solutions for keeping their own data. So you really should think ahead and start keeping your data on the blockchain in your own hands, where it cannot be in the hands of greedy corporation. And now we are going to move on to some of my favorite low cap gems, and that's within the freelance niche. The first undervalued low cap gem in that category is Lanceria. Now Lanceria is sitting at a market cap of $592,000 and over 70% in circulation. This is a project that makes a lot of partnerships and growth. They are literally partnered with IBM and Chainlink as data providers. I believe Lanceria is undervalued because of the amount of growth and partnerships they are making, constant updates and developments. And recently they made a partnership with Altura in order to have some metaverse integration with their platform. I would like to see that coming out. Now this is a project that is sitting at a stupid low market cap with very few exchanges listing it. Once the mainnet goes live, which is scheduled on the roadmap to be Q3, I think this project will absolutely blast off without waiting for anyone to onboard it. So onboarding a project in the early stages is definitely a smart thing to do for investors willing to hold for the long term. And I think Lanceria is an example of that. The next low cap freelance project that I'm super bullish on, another project that I discovered a very long time ago and the patrons got in early, making over 3x on it, is Hive. Now Hive, unlike Lanceria, already has a working product, and I'm super bullish on the announcements, partnerships and integration that this platform constantly makes. Hive has a lot going for it: low fees, good developments and strong activity. Sitting at a market cap of $2.7 million, over 53% in circulation. This is one that you should be paying attention to and accumulating on dips. It's a project that people can adopt whether or not they're in Web 2 or Web 3, because the freelance niche, the freelance sector, is a multi-billion dollar, some estimating it to be worth up to $1 trillion. Why? Because the world is going global and online. People always source goods and services on the internet, and the blockchain makes it decentralized, borderless and transparent, as well as secure. Imagine you're all the way in Southeast Asia and you want to work with a client in the United States. Well, Hive can make it possible. Simply list your work and a client on the platform will simply accept it and accept any form of crypto as a payment. I like the fact that Hive adds utility to many other crypto projects as well. Even though many people felt bearish in the month of May, I'm really glad about how it turned out, especially for my patron, and I'm excited about the month of June with what I have in store for them. Remember, if you don't want to miss on major gains, if you want to learn about crypto, if you want to know how I manage my portfolio, or if you'd like to know how I should help you manage your portfolio, consider joining the Patreon links in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you for sticking around. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comments down below on any other project or topic you'd like me to cover, and I hope to see you next time. Stay safe and take care.